Finally, we get to Tennessee's argument presented by J. Matthew Rice, Solicitor General of Tennessee, on behalf of Jonathan Skrmetti, the Attorney General.
Mr. Rice?
Mr. Chief Justice, and may it please the Court. Tennessee lawmakers enacted SB 1 to protect minors from risky, unproven medical interventions. The law imposes an across-the-board rule that allows the use of drugs and surgeries for some medical purposes, but not for others. Its application turns entirely on medical purpose, not a patient's sex. That is not sex discrimination. The challengers try to make the law seem sex-based this morning by using terms like masculinizing and feminizing, but their arguments conflate fundamentally different treatments. Just as using morphine to manage pain differs from using it to assist suicide, using hormones and puberty blockers to address a physical condition is far different from using it to address psychological distress associated with one's body. The Equal Protection Clause does not require the states to blind themselves to medical reality or to treat unlike things the same. And it does not constitutionalize one side's view of a disputed medical question. Half of the states, Sweden, Finland, and the UK, all now restrict the use of these interventions in minors and recognize the uncertainty surrounding their use. These interventions carry often irreversible and life-altering consequences, and the systematic reviews conducted by European health authorities have found no established benefits. Politically accountable lawmakers, not judges, are in the best position to assess this evolving medical issue. The Sixth Circuit should be affirmed. I welcome the Court's questions.
Does SB 1 discriminate based on sex or medical purpose? Wading through all of these arguments, that seems to be the core question. Plaintiffs say yes, respondents say no. Plaintiffs say sex, respondents say medical purpose. This led to a rather contentious debate between Mr. Rice and Justices Sotomayor, Jackson, and Kagan. I think Mr. Rice made an excellent point when he said,
but in this case, the only way that they can point to a sex-based line is to equate fundamentally different medical treatments. Giving testosterone to a boy with a deficiency is not the same treatment as giving it to a girl who has psychological distress associated with her body. This is not only
what's your
different.
basis for saying that? I'm sorry. Is it just because of why they're asking for it, or is there some kind of medical? I took the SG to be saying that it operates on the body in the same way. So what's your basis for saying they're not the same?
I don't think it operates on the body in the same way. Take testosterone. If you give a boy with a deficiency testosterone because he has constitutional delayed puberty, that allows him to go through and develop the reproductive organs associated with being a male. If you give it to a girl, it renders the girl infertile. So we have 8 to 12-year-olds being
I'm sorry.
asked.
I thought your reasons for them being different was that you said they were for different purposes. I'd heard you say at the beginning the reason those two are different is because one wants them to transition and the other wants them for some medical purpose.
Well, to go back to my example in the introduction, I don't think anyone would say using morphine to assist suicide is the same treatment as using morphine to manage pain. It's the same drug, just like it's the same drug here, but they're being used for fundamentally different purposes. They have different effects on the body. And once you take out and recognize medical reality, then there is no argument that our law differentiates between treatments for males and females.